Welcome to a special edition of Canadian Tour TV. I'm Scott Pritchard. I'm here with Chess Dix. And Chess, a bit of a local legend here in Fort McMurray. Chess, you were part of the original Fort McMurray Championship that was hosted or sponsored by Rotary. And back in the 80s, the late 80s, and Kirk Triplett won the event. We had a number of great players that played. And maybe tell us a little bit about that event and how it got started.
Well, it got started, we connected with the Rotary Club, and it was called the Rotary Classic, and then we ended up with a few people local that got behind it. And I'd like to say about Fort McMurray, if you want to get behind something, all your locals will get behind it, and everybody really puts in an honest effort. And it was a great tournament. Steve Stricker was here, and as you say, it just went on and on and on. Halderson was here, and Dave Barr, and we had some great people, some great players, and a great time.
Maybe tell us one memory in particular that stands out for you from that event.
Well, I won't tell you one from that event, but I'll tell you one from the 1982 Masters when I went with Halderson down to Atlanta, Georgia. And to me, that was the classic of all classics and one of the greatest times and memories I ever had. And if you're talking about local golf, I'd have to say we had the first skins game in Canada, and that was at Mac Island. And Halderson was here, and Dave Barr, and a couple of Americans. And I remember Danny's face when he chipped in, or no, he came in out of the bunker at 18 and popped it in the hole and picked up 2,800, and it was like he won 200,000 on the American Tour. That was a great time, and they've all been great times for me. Fort McMurray has just been a blessing for me. I've loved it.
Now, Fort McMurray gets a bit of a bad rap outside of Fort McMurray, and I know you're a big proponent of Fort McMurray. Tell us one of the things that really impresses you about Fort McMurray. You lived here for a long period of time.
Well, I think too often people will judge a town. If you drive around town now, all you'll see is construction. Well, the town is growing so fast, and now we have 6 or 7 plants up here, and they're trying to rebuild, and McDonald Island is just a spectacle to behold with their clubhouse and everything else. But you know, we've waited, the people are patient, and to me, the people that stayed and gave Fort McMurray its blessings, those are the great people. To me, the town is nothing. It's the people in the town that make this the great place that it is.
Now, you're doing some starting for us on the tee, and that must be a treat for you. Tell us a little bit about some of the shots you saw today and maybe a highlight from today.
Well, the highlight from today was I forgot one fellow in about the 4th out, and then I said, guys, have a good round. The guy looked at me and said, well, what about me? But I did get him out there, and he did have a laugh out of it. But just to watch it, you see shots from a different angle when you can stand up on the tee box and see it and watch it, and it looks so easy. It's not easy for you and I, but it is easy for them.
Well, Chess, thanks a lot for doing this for us, and we'll see you tomorrow again on the tee. And again, thank you very much.
And what I would say to the CPGA, thanks for coming in. I thank Syncrude for doing it, and I think that you'll see one day in a few years that this may be and will be the premier golf tournament of Canada.
Well, I hope so, and it's with help with people like you and the volunteers, the great volunteers in Fort McMurray, that will probably happen.
Thanks very much, Scott.